Hey guys, it's Nate, aka the FUT Accountant. Welcome back to the channel. Content is flying again thanks to FUT Birthday and FC 26. What we witnessed yesterday may have been one of the craziest promo Fridays of all time. We've got the FUT Birthday Bakery, a max 89 striker evolution with a crazy boost, a couple of fun SBCs, and tons of packs in objectives, giving us all a decent chance at packing at least some of these FUT Birthday cards. No wonder the market is getting absolutely torched. It was one of the biggest market crashes in a single day, in a single number of hours, that I have seen on this game in a long time. I'm surprised at how much the market is crashing, but this is why we were talking about selling early before this whole FUT Birthday Bakery thing and the leaks for the evos came out. Now, we're going to talk about what is happening to the market, why are prices crashing, and what we can invest in for some prices that may still go down a little bit more, but will rebound later. And we got to look at what is coming next for day 2 of FUT Birthday today. There is more to come, guys. Let's talk about it. If you're excited for FUT Birthday, drop a thumbs up with the video, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Now, let's start by going over all of the crazy content that we got yesterday for FUT Birthday Promo Friday. First of all, in objectives, there is so much going on here. It is kind of insane. We've got a FUT Birthday Fiesta objective for the new tournament mode that is out. It is very easy to get this reward, and most importantly, the completionist reward, guys. If you play 4 games and score 1 goal in 2 separate matches, you're going to get yourself a max 88 FUT Birthday player pick, and you're going to complete the objective to get 1 of 2 done for the real good reward, which is an 88 plus 1 of 4 FUT Birthday Team 1 player pick and a cosmetic evo as well. We're going to get the second Fiesta tournament today on Saturday, so be watching out for that. You've got all week to get it done. It's not like there's only a couple days. And there's also a bonus objective for a max 89 player pick and a couple of packs and a cosmetic evo as well. So that's a nice tournament mode to be playing right now. I do believe it is a limited number of entries per day, but you don't even have to win it to get the real good reward, which is that FUT Birthday player pick. Now, to the campaign tab, we have a daily play and a daily play completionist. And I wanted to highlight some of these evos that you're seeing here in objectives. If you see these FUT Birthday card design evos, you can't put anybody into these. These are only for the FUT Birthday Bakery. Basically, EA is giving us some free playstyle pluses instead of having to pay 15,000 coins if those are playstyle pluses that you want to use. That is the best way to think of those evos. We also have the FUT Birthday Cheers and FUT Birthday Restock objectives, which are kind of standalone objectives that give you FUT Birthday player picks, some packs, and some more of those cosmetic evolutions and more max 88 FUT Birthday packs as well. EA is giving out FUT Birthday cards, sure, on the lower level, but they're giving out these cards everywhere here in objectives. You might just get these done without even realizing. Now, this one I want to point out because this gives a really good reward. FUT Birthday Party Week 1. This gives a uncapped FUT Birthday Team 1 player pick and a couple of good packs along the way. This one requires a bit of work, like playing 20 matches while having a FUT Birthday player in your team, assist in 15 separate matches with a 5-star skill moves player. So it takes a little bit of intentionality, but you get a uncapped birthday player pick, and the completionist gives you a minimum 88 player pick after the week 2 objective will come out in a couple of days. So a lot going on in the campaign and the live events tab there for some packs and for some guaranteed FUT Birthday player picks. And don't forget about the finesse shot milestone objective, where you have to score in 100 separate games with a finesse shot, which seems like a lot, but it'll probably get done faster than you think, for a crazy evo, a max 90 evolution that gives finesse shot plus. This was one of those evos yesterday that we were like, what in the world is going on here? You could put this on 90 Baltimore from the season pass, 90 Thuram, Lamine Yamal player of the month, who I have randomly here in my club. It's a nice second playstyle plus evo boost for really a playstyle plus. It is one of the best in the game and something that you can just get done while you're playing, because I'll be honest, with finesses being as overpowered and kind of the main way of scoring as they are, you're probably going to get this done in maybe like 105 matches, if we're being completely honest, and that'll just take a little bit of time in the background. So that one is there. If you're seeing a max 90 evo, that's where it is coming from. Now, let's talk about evos, because this is where the real madness was yesterday. We had the most expensive evolution released of the year. It's kind of crazy that we had multiple 500k evos last year by this time, And this is 125,000 coins as our most expensive Evo so far this year. And it's max 89 with a couple of other requirements in there that we saw leaked before this was released yesterday on stream. But this is just a fantastic Evo. We're talking about pace, shooting, and dribbling on a lot of these cards going to 90 or above. If you take a look at some of the players that fit this Diego Luna for me looks awesome, right? 90 dribble, 90 shooting, 93 pace. That card looks pretty cracked. I'm looking at cards like this Messi I have in my club, the Cornerstones Messi. That's one of the favorite cards going into this evolution right now. Of course, you do get the huge boost to the weak foot and the skills. I do believe, yeah, weak foot +4, skill moves +4. That's kind of the whole point of FUT Birthday, is to create 5-star cards. This Diamante card looks insane, and I'm so tempted to get him done, but there's so many cards in this evolution that look good. Of course, there's a lot of Claudia Pina completers out there. That's her player of the month with the finesse and the quick step. I've got a Hyunmin Sun card that looks cracked. I've even got a midfielder Malik Tillman card that looks pretty cracked as well. Guys, if you take a look at FUTBIN and the cards that this Evo creates, this is one of the reasons why strikers are crashing extra on the market compared to the rest of prices everywhere else, because these cards that you can create are crazy. You can even Evo Vinny Jr. Who would have thought last week or even a couple days ago that Vinny Jr. would be a card we'd be talking about evolving in this game? While FUT Birthday is up the levels of Evos, I don't think that all of them upcoming are going to end up being max 89 rated, but at least EA has said that there should be some more max 88 Evos. The leakers have said that as well in some of their tweets. And guys, I can't believe that cards like this, like, who would have thought 89 Di Natale's Scream would be going to 5-5 and getting +2 pace? I know that doesn't look like that crazy of an upgrade, but getting the quick step, the +2 pace, the physical boost, and the playstyles, that is a absolutely insane card. Now, I do want to mention this. With these Evo leaks, especially with this one being the first max 89 Evo and so many cards fitting into it, there's a lot of cards that fit this Evo. And sure, some of these names are going to get invested in. Vinny went extinct at 150,000 coins yesterday before he dropped off after the Evo released, because as we were saying, as we got on stream yesterday and we were seeing this price going up like crazy, there's so many players that are fitting these Evos with the overall ratings being increased on the requirements, max 88, max 89. And I think that actually hurts some of these investments because there's so many options for this Evo that look crazy. It's not like there's just a handful of options that look really good and those players go up on the market. Now, there are a couple of players that are going up, but it's mostly those that are out of packs, special cards, big names like that Messi Cornerstones card. This Claudia Pina Winter Wild cards was 290 pre-Evo, so we said sell on the hype, and that was a good decision, but you could have bought it a couple hours afterwards after the price crashed from the overinvestment, and now she's going back up again. So keep an eye out there for some of the strikers that fit in this evolution, but strikers overall absolutely cooked because of that evolution. Now, there was another free Evo yesterday that a lot of people are missing out on or maybe looking over. The CB Level Up Evo only boosts your rating +1 overall, and it gives some nice pace boost. It gives some nice defensive playstyles and some defensive stats as well. Very good Evo. Also gives 5-star weak foot, and it's repeatable twice. Now, I packed this guy Oosterwald, and right now, he might be the most hyped Evo in this game because he's 5-star, and of course he's FUT Birthday, so he can go into the FUT Birthday Bakery. But there's a couple Evos that people are putting him in to give him some boosted stats and make him look absolutely insane. Again, never heard of this card, but this is one of the things that I love about what happened on this game yesterday is that you can create cards you never would have used for either free or almost free with the best playstyle pluses and playstyles in the game. Like, why not try out this card and to use this center back level up Evo that's free? Bruiser and Intercept would actually be free for me because I haven't used them yet. And then one season pass Evo creates that card, and he's 6'4" and can also play left back. What a card. Does he have Defender Plus? He's got Defender Plus Plus as well. Like, come on, man. This is a crazy looking card, and he's going to be easy to pack. I know that right now he's almost extinct on the market. at about 50,000 coins because so many people are trying to buy him and use him. 45K, but his max price is 50, so he's almost max price. But that's just an example of what you can do with that Evo from yesterday. Maybe save that Evo if you want to for a little bit later on with whatever SBCs could come out, whatever FUT Birthday cards. Maybe if it's out long enough, that would be in Team 2. That just looks like a really, really good Evo that's flying below the radar for some people. Now, let's keep it moving because there's so much content to discuss and look at SBCs where we had a FUT Birthday Challenge 1 and an 84 plus team of the week. But the big main event SBC was the Frankie de Jong flashback. And guys, 12 squads seems like a lot for a card that we can't pick the playstyle pluses on, which is maybe a little underwhelming. He doesn't have intercept. That's the glaring weakness of this card, but he does have bruiser. He's got great passing playstyles, and he's got anticipate plus and good rolls. Now, 12 squads is a lot, and you'd think, wow, 12 squads, that's probably 1,000,000 coins, right? Wrong. Fodder's so cheap. He's only 700K to complete. And as I was opening packs yesterday, and I wonder if a lot of you guys are in this scenario with me, I was really tempted to do this SBC because I had so much fodder. Instead, I opted to do an icon pack, got cooked. But here we are for an SBC that's only 770K that just takes a lot of squads. I think I'm going to skip it because it takes so many squads of fodder. And I'm going to do some other SBCs like the Mario Mandzukic and maybe some of the showdowns and other leaked SBCs that are going to be coming out. But that is de Jong. You know he's cracked in game because it is de Jong. So if you want to get that SBC done, by all means, go for it. I think this is another great SBC to do, and it's really, really cheap. New hero to the game, Mario Mandzukic, 5'5", of course. Power shot plus, low driven plus. He's lengthy, and he's got some other good playstyles. Finesse, he's got rapid, enforcer, press proven, tiki-taka, first touch, a true striker, and only 4 squads for 113,000 coins. That one is going to be completed by me for sure, just for a fun card to try. Now, we can't customize the playstyles on him, but it is what it is. Now, the best SBC yesterday out of all of them was the fact that EA gave us a fun upgrade pack guaranteeing us FUT Birthday cards for 2 83 rated squads, which we have plenty of 83s from doing the 83 by 14. The max 89 FUT Birthday team on upgrade repeatable 3 times is a gem. This is a gem because this gave you the opportunity to pack FUT Birthday cards. Maybe you didn't have one of those max 90 or 90 plus packs from Team of the Year, that Team of the Year objective that a lot of people had that at least gave me my first FUT Birthday with Barcola. That max 89 gave you the chance at packing more players. Like, yeah, I had some safe packs yesterday that I opened up, but if I take a look at all the FUT Birthday cards that I was able to pack yesterday, McCabe, Senesi like 5 times, Morton, Grosso, Amiri, there's the Oosterwald card, right? Sure, there's a lot of fodder that's in packs with this FUT Birthday team, but the fact that that max 89 SBC was out, I absolutely love it. Now, let's keep it moving and talk about how this FUT Birthday team works and how the FUT Birthday bakery works as well. Guys, Barcola was the first FUT Birthday that I packed yesterday from the 90 plus pack from Team of the Year. I knew right away he was going into the bakery. Would this be a card that I would think to use if, I would see him elsewhere in the game? Like if this Barcola card was in packs right now and it was a normal promo, would I buy this card to use? No. But since I can customize it and since I packed him and since so many of these cards are super cheap, I think that's what makes this bakery whole idea super special, and I absolutely love it. We were so confused earlier on in the week and how this was going to work, and the batches, we were so scared that EA would limit us. There's no limitations here. There's really not. The only one limitation is you can't just freely do all of these Playstyle Plus evolutions. You can do 1 Playstyle Plus per week of that certain Playstyle Plus, and then you're going to have to pay 15,000 coins after that. So since I use Finesse Plus on Barcola, I can't use it again for 5 days. Honestly, I'm okay with that. We're fine paying 10,000 coins for Roll Plus Plus Evos on cards. I think 15K for a Playstyle Plus is also fine. Now, how does this work? You pack a FUT Birthday card because, again, these FUT Birthdays are only going to be able to be gotten from packs. They are not going to be in SBCs or objectives. It seems as of right now, it's only going to be cards that are in packs. So tradable or untradeable, you can put them into these Evos. They will end up going untradeable if you put in a tradable player. That was one of the things that we were asking questions about, and EA obviously didn't want to try to mess with tradable evolution cards, which I'm not surprised with. If they would have allowed the Evo cards to be tradable, that would have that would have been a mess. I know it would have saved people some coins, but I think this is how evos have always worked, and I think that's why they did it. Anyways, this is how it works. You put a player in with no playstyles into the playstyle bakery. Actually, let me start my Oosterwild evolution here because I might as well, right? He's a defender, so I'm going to go down here because I absolutely want to put the playstyle on him of... Let's go Jockey. Let's put Jockey on him straight away, right? Jockey on Oosterwald. Boom. Free, right? No games played. I just applied Jockey to his card, and we're good to go. I'm going to put all the base players that I want on... base playstyles that I want onto that card, up to 8 playstyles, and then I'm going to go to the playstyle plus bakery. This is where I'm going to choose what playstyles pluses I want on the card, and if I haven't used it once yet, it won't cost me 15,000 coins. So for that Oosterwild card, I definitely want Intercept Plus, so I'm going to put, boom, Intercept Plus on that card. Now, the next time I want to put Intercept Plus on another player, I have to pay 15,000 coins for it. But that's how you do it. You put the playstyle pluses on the card, you put the playstyles on the card, and you're good to go. And that's how you get it, right? It's crazy that you get to customize the cards that you want to use. And like I said, like, I haven't just tried too many cards off of the market, or even when a new promo team comes out, like maybe 1 or 2 players will be interesting to me. Like Fantasy Adama last week was really interesting to me and I wanted to use him. But for 150K, if you kind of look at it this way, or just a couple thousand coins for individual players, for 150K, you can buy some of the fodder players in this team, like Dante. He's 30,000 coins, right? That's a sick card. Laporte has got a sick card for 30,000 coins. 30,000 coins to throw down the drain for a card like this. Technically to throw down the drain because it becomes untradeable. But then you get to customize it yourself. That is just sick. When have we had this opportunity before? The whole idea of the freedom of getting a card, putting your own playstyle pluses and playstyles on it. Some of these cards having, you know, reputations of being OP. El Yamik, the most OP silver center back in the game. 88 pace center back card here with 85 defense and physical. You can give him quick step plus and intercept plus. Bade as well with good stats from Leverkusen as a defender. In the midfield, you got crazy cards. You got this Rolfo card for 50K who's got the center mid position who you can give whatever playstyles. Like, this is just flat out fun. I think the idea was perfect, and I think that the leaks that got us all worked up during the week, being frustrated and confused about how this was going to work, just made it worse. Honestly, GG's to EA because this is an insane concept, and I'm loving literally every single part of it because it is fun. But it is also destroying the market as we expected. Like we talked about, oh, the market could drop if this whole thing drops and if it's really good. And yeah, prices are absolutely cooked, guys. Now, I want to talk about some of the reasons that prices are cooked first by talking about the store. EA is going crazy with lightning rounds because they are wanting to make bank during this FUT Birthday promo. They're trying to give people opportunities to not have to buy the card tradable on the market, and they're saying, hey, you can go pack it in the store yourself instead. There are some good packs in the store to open. Like there's multiple 2.6K packs here. There's a 5K pack for an 84 rated squad. There's a 30 coin pack. There is a 10 coin pack as well. I've got to open all these because some of them are going to expire soon. So make sure you go into the store and open those really small packs and player picks because they are worth opening. However, one pack here in the store is what was part of the cause for the market crashing as much as it did yesterday. The guaranteed FUT Birthday pack right here, 275,000 coins for this pack, gives you an 84x10 tradable and a tradable FUT Birthday player pick. So 100% chance of a FUT Birthday player in the player pick, of course. And if you took a look at prices yesterday when we were on stream right after content, to where the prices are now of these cards, there was so much supply within the first 30 minutes to hour and a half. It was crazy. This Federico Valverde, who's now max price extinct at 1.7 million coins, was 700K. Loads of them on the market, 700,000 coins. Kobe Mainu, 140,000 coins at his lowest point. Who else did we see at a super low price? I bought Luis Diaz for 370,000 coins. I sold him at 550. He's now 650K. Prices have gone crazy on these FUT Birthday cards because people are buying them and putting them into the evolutions, and the prices were their lowest within the first 2 hours because people were packing them like crazy from the store packs and from saved up packs. Now, these cards are moving all over crazy in the market because, yeah, they're getting packed from weekly rewards, and yet people are getting these cards tradable from other packs in the game, but also at the same time, people are buying them and putting them into the evolutions and turning them untradeable. And that is the thing with this that I'm really curious about. This is uncharted territory. Never before have we seen cards in packs like this that you submit into evolutions that become untradeable. But also at the same time, you think, oh, Nate, that means they're going to go up in price, kind of like they have. And I think that's why we're seeing these prices go up so much on this later night, early morning hours into Saturday, because less people are opening packs, but still people are wanting to put these cards into evolutions. So the supply is running out, right? There's less supply. But also at the same time, for everybody who goes and buys Jamie Vardy per se, right? I bought a bunch of him at 200,000 coins. I sold him at 240 to 250. Looks like he's now going to 270. But like for everybody who wanted to buy Jamie Vardy, once they do that, as we get longer throughout the rest of this week, you should technically have less and less demand because the people who wanted to buy the Vardy to Evo him have got him evolved. And now they don't need to do it again because they've got the card. Same thing with Barcola, same thing with Ekitike. This Ekitike card probably is one of the most bought and then evoed cards in the game for 100,000 coins. And you can tell people are buying these cards off the market just by the way their prices are moving. But I'm still hesitant with these cards. I don't think I would want to hold on to them. I'm kind of trying to play the safe route here, I guess, just because they are still in packs this weekend. And like I said, I just kind of want to take the safe route here and feel it out. Also, if you're thinking about buying a player to put into an evolution, I would spend no more than like 100 or 150K. Unless you've got millions, you got tons of coins. This is a way where EA is probably trying to make people lose a lot of coins during this promo. If you're not careful, you could lose a lot of coins. Paying 100K or 200K for a card, then paying 30,000 coins for the playstyle pluses to go on the player. You do that a couple of times, you're going to end up losing a lot of coins, right? And that is the reason why this market is starting to drop off as much as it is. One of the reasons why. Guys, I'm sure you've seen the price drops, right? Everybody yesterday was doing 125,000 coin striker evos. They were doing player evolutions through the bakery for FUT Birthday cards, buying cards, turning them untradeable, which of course devalues the market because a tradable card has just been made untradeable. Those coins are no longer coins. They've been literally vanished, poof, into midair. Less coins in the market. So you have prices that absolutely dropped. But it was one of the craziest market drops in a couple of hours' time that I have ever seen. This Rashford going from 1 million coins to 500K in 2 hours. Absolutely nuts. Now he's back up a little bit, right? We've seen some rebounds on some of these like out of packs cards, even some fantasy cards. Guys, I invested in this fantasy Mateo. She was one of the most popular strikers in the game just a day ago before this promo came out. She went from 560K down to 280. I picked up 4 of her card here at 280,000 coins because I'm okay to hold. She hasn't played any games yet. This is a live card and still one of the most meta live cards of the game. Incisive, Finesse Plus, has very unique stats, has really good passing stats. That's a card I'm willing to gamble it on, right? It's still risky because the market, in my opinion, still could drop some more today. But that panic that we saw in a couple hours after content, even on Team of the Years, was unthought of, unheard of. Claudia Pina from 6.5 mil to 5.6 mil, and she's still down bad. It wasn't just attackers, it was defenders, it was midfielders, it was everywhere. Vidic from 1.1 mil to 700K, and he's not rebounding all the way back up. Guys, I could say, honestly, with like 99% certainty that most cards, especially most meta cards, they are not going to return back to the prices that we had even last week. Even heading into FUT Birthday, we saw the market drop, right? But a card like this Vidic, why in the world would you pay 800,000 coins for this Vidic card right now when you can go pay 50K for a Laporte with 2 playstyle pluses on it, or Pacho, who's 100,000 coins, or Oosterwild for literally 40,000 coins plus 2 playstyle pluses, and it gets you a card that's just as good, if not better, than this Vidic. It's just not Vidic. Like, that is why the market is crashing so much, because these prices of these cards are cheap, and we get to choose the playstyle pluses on them. I think this whole idea of the bakery is what's cooking the market so much, and of course the coin losses that come along with it. Even like Evo investments. Like this Pedro Neto was one of the most popularly invested in cards the past couple weeks. 50,000 coins. Oh wait, he's going to fit Evos. He's 85 rated. He already does. Who cares? People want to do Evos with the new cards. People want to go spend coins on 125,000 coin striker Evo. He goes down to 22K. Now, is this a good investment for a long term? Absolutely. This is what you can do in a market crash like this. Some of the cards that people had been buying up for ages doing evos with, because people are so focused right now on the new types of evos, some of these other cards you can absolutely invest in. Now, I'm not saying go buy this Vandeven for 1.1 mil because he was 1.4 and now he's down to 1.1, but all I'm saying is this market is wild. Prices have absolutely been cooked, and I think you can trade in this market. Like I was trading yesterday with some of the FUT Birthday cards to be really risky with it and to make some coins, which we did. But I think you can still trade with some of the out of packs cards too. Like I look back at a card like this Mateo, still alive, getting upgrades. Salma Parluelo, still a live card. Doesn't have a game for a couple of days. Maybe it's about a week now, but still a live card, potential to upgrade. This Vandeven, you can't Evo Vandeven right now through FUT Birthday. He doesn't have a card. That's still a card that is popular and that could move a little bit in value. Like, you just kind of have to look at the market now and realize people are losing coins every day doing these FUT Birthday Evos. It's draining coins from the market. We're getting good Evos at the same time elsewhere in the game, but there's still some certain players that people are going to want to use. Think of this as kind of like a market reset in a way where player prices are just kind of going to be shifted down to another level. The market was here and there was a lot of coins lost. So now, boop, the market's kind of just relocated down to here. And instead of Mickey Vandeven's card right here being 2.5 mil, 2.4 mil, he might kind of live in that 1.7 to 1.9 mil range, and that's kind of where he just lives. Now, granted, there still could be some price drops over the rest of the weekend with whatever content we get, whatever evos we get. So I'm not saying the market is done crashing yet, but we have had an absolute reset with the market and crazy price drops because of the whole concept of the bakery and the good content that has been released. And we haven't even talked about Fodder yet. Guys, did you see how low Fodder went yesterday? 88 rateds were like 3K on bid. Take a look at 88s. Irene Paredes, 7,000 coins to 4K. This is why on the stream yesterday, we even said it in the video, bid on Fodder. The amount of supply yesterday was greater than expected. Those cards got cooked. They're coming back up and they should continue to rise. Fodder shouldn't go as low as it did yesterday again, because that supply should not be replicated again. We'll still have some supply in the store. We'll still have weekly rewards, but we should have more SBCs coming out as well and less saved up packs. So that should mean Fodder is in demand throughout the rest of the week and the weekend a little bit more. So I think if you wanted to invest in Fodder right now, I would be on bids today. I would highly recommend focusing on 88s and 87s because those cards are just stupid cheap and you're still going to need those for SBCs. I mean, they just got supplied a whole bunch yesterday, so I would highly recommend getting involved in those. Team of the week prices at the moment are in the mud. Because again, there was a whole bunch of tradable supply yesterday. Team of the weeks are down here at minimum price, 10,000 coins. Anytime team of the weeks are minimum or close to minimum, they're a good investment. But the question that I have is, how long is it actually going to take for them to rise back up? Last thing that I wanted to mention, taking a look at a couple of these graphs, trade the fluctuations. If you want to trade those, like when you see crazy price drops here of like 50% or more, there's always a little bit of a bounce back. There could be, as I said earlier, more crashes today on Saturday and in through this weekend, depending on what the rest of the content brings us. But don't be afraid with trading with some of the most meta players from recent promos that are out of packs, like the Future Stars or the Knockout Royalty cards. These cards are still very in demand. People want to use. This is the best version of Havertz. This is the best version of Enzo Fernandez, Kvaratskhelia, and Rodri in the game. People still want to try out these cards. Like, look, Enzo's up to 275,000 coins. Yesterday, he went from 340 to 200, and now he's back to 280. Like, you can still trade with these cards. I think you just need to be a little bit careful. Watch the footbin fluctuations on those graphs, and at the same time, if you don't want to mess with it, be liquid. It's okay to stay liquid. Coins are king, and if you're not losing coins when the whole rest of the market is, you're actually staying ahead. So that's kind of my whole situation with the market right now. It was an absolutely outrageous crash, but it was a crash that maybe needed to happen in an extent as well, to an extent. It just kind of happened all at once instead of being like a gradual drop. So it never feels good when you're losing coins. But get back out there, keep making coins. Prices will recover in some areas, just not back to where they were. Now, let's take a look at what content we could be expecting for today on Saturday. There's a couple things that we know for sure we could be getting, and a couple things that I just hope that we get. The first thing that I hope we get is a crafting upgrade. Guys, the big promos always give us a really good upgrade pack grind. And last year during FUT Birthday, we had a crafting upgrade for a 77 times 3 pack, it's got to be at least a 78 or a 79 by 3 this time around because of EA already releasing both of those packs. I don't think it's been leaked yet that we're going to get one, but fingers crossed, we would have a FUT Birthday crafting objective and SBC that would drop as a part of today's content. We also have SBC stats officially leaked for the rest of the players that we're expecting this week. That's Zé Roberto might be the next best SBC out. Like 90 pace, 90 pass, 91 dribble, and the memories of how good his card was last year during Christmas. That was a really good card. Peter Crouch, of course, could be an SBC today as well. In my opinion, it's Zé Roberto, Crouch, or either of the two moments, Gelson Martins or Bernardo Silva today. I think it's a little early for the showdowns. Both of those games are happening next week, Tuesday, Wednesday. Maybe the Tuesday game between Alanga and Araujo could be dropped. Again, here's one thing as well that I'm confused about. Why is this showdown 87 rated and this showdown 89? Technically, that Araujo would fit the Evo that dropped yesterday. Like, I'm taking a look at that card. I think, unless it's max 1 playstyle plus in that evolution, I'm taking a look at that card and I think he might fit it. I'm going to double check that right now because if he does fit it, that would boost up his defending a little bit. CB level up, it's not max 2 playstyle pluses. It's just max 10 playstyles, max 87. So, you know, he actually could get a sprint speed boost off of that, an acceleration boost, and some stat boost on his card before even being alive and upgrading for that showdown, if those official stats stay the same. So that's interesting that we have that there. Fabian and Gusto as well. Those are official stats for them. So I'm guessing that maybe it's Zé Roberto or Crouch today, but it could be anything in here. Those are the leaked SBCs that we do have right now. Also, as a part of this promo, EA have told us that we are getting daily evolutions, and a lot of those evos are going to be giving us 5-star boost. And of course, they said here increasing the amount of players eligible, aka bringing up the required ratings like max 88 and max 89 for these evos. So we do not have a evo that is specifically leaked right now for today. There's maybe rumors of like a right back evo. I've heard people say a right wing evo. If we're getting daily evolutions for the next 2 weeks, we're probably going to have some evos like we had with the Just Shoot, or like with this Calm and Collected that gives some of those small balance and composure boosts. Probably going to have some of those. We're probably going to have a lot of like small evos that give Trickster playstyle or Trickster Plus, 5-star skills and 5-star weak foot, which isn't a bad thing. I'm just saying that's something we might see a good bit of, but we should also see some pretty good upgrading, like actual evos too, like the 125k evo from yesterday, and some cosmetics. EA confirmed that on their site yesterday as well. So any of those could be coming today. Just keep an eye out for the leaks there. The last thing that I'm really thinking might be today, or it's kind of guaranteed to be today because EA said it on their webpage as well, is a Flash Rush event. I think they said that there's going to be a Flash Rush event each week of the game. I was trying to read the website here really fast to find it. And, you know, Flash Rush sometimes gives some good rewards. So that is kind of one thing to look at in terms of player rewards, maybe in terms of packs, maybe some more play styles that they will give us as well. So that was a part of the content that we're expecting today too. If you guys have more questions about the whole bakery thing and how you actually upgrade these cards, the FAQs on the FUT Birthday website do answer a lot of questions. Like one of the most common questions is, Nate, what if we get a FUT Birthday cosmetic evo? Would we be able to turn a player into a FUT Birthday card and then give them all the play styles and playstyle pluses? And EA actually confirmed here in the comments section that there will not be any cosmetic evolutions that will grant non-FUT Birthday players the FUT Birthday item rarity. However, it could be an EA mistake that sets this all off and you have crazy madness ensue. So all I'm going to say is if you see any FUT Birthday, actual FUT Birthday card designs, not a FUT Birthday Evo design because it's different, but an actual FUT Birthday design that does not require you to be a FUT Birthday card in the evolution player requirements, that could be a pretty crazy glitch situation. But EA said right now that they are not going to make any other players eligible for Evos except for the actual FUT Birthday players themselves from the team in pack. So guys, let me know in the comments how you're feeling about the promo from yesterday. I was feeling good making some coins. I lost a few coins here too, but like buying Diaz for 370, selling for 550, buying that for 300 and something, selling for 530. Crazy profits on a lot of cards. And honestly, just a lot of fun. Like right now, all I want to do is go play with these new cards from my team, like Barcola, try them out, and then keep opening as many packs as I possibly can to see if I pack anybody sick that I could potentially put into the evos for the FUT Birthday Bakery. Speaking of packs, let's open one 83 times 14 for the lads. See if we can see the animation. Also, guys, I think if you're opening untradeable packs, the walkout animation does not show. See, informs everywhere. No wonder they're discard. The walkout animation does not show for FUT Birthday cards, I believe, unless they are 90 rated or above. At least that's how it seemed yesterday on the stream when we were opening packs for cards, because I packed multiple cards that were like 88 and 89. And I was like, wait, those are walkouts, but it didn't actually show as the walkouts there. So that's going to be the video for me today, guys. Drop your questions down below in the comments. I unfortunately won't be streaming today, but I got to try to find some time to get on this game, man, and play some FUT Champs, open some more packs, and I will catch you guys for another video tomorrow. Hopefully day 2 of FUT Birthday is at least decent enough like day 1. Again, guys, if you enjoyed, drop a thumbs up on it, hype the video if you can, and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the video tomorrow. It's been Nate, TheFutAccountant. Have a great Saturday. Peace out.